Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for the love of glitter. My name is Anna Crossland. Today I am reviewing for you guys some of the newest stuff from Kylie Cosmetics that she launched for the summer. I really wanted to pick up the whole collection, but they'll be really expensive, so I just got the palette to review for you guys because she did say that there's some new formulas in there as well as one of her new eye glazes. There is kind of a bundle deal going on with that where you can buy the palette and then you can buy an eye glaze for half the price, so it's a pretty good deal. This palette retails for $42 and it's a little bit weird because look how small this thing is. Now, I'm not saying that there's not like the normal size product you get. I really don't know. I didn't look too into that, but just by first glance, looking at the palette, it like here it is compared to a Jeffree Star. What are these things called again? Skin Frost. Okay, so it's just a really teeny tiny palette, and I feel like for $42 it just kind of makes you feel a little bit like you're getting gypped. I feel like this looks like maybe a $36 palette, but $42 I think is reaching a little bit. Maybe it's because the quality has changed. I'm not too sure. But in my very humble opinion, I think that it just is so small, which is good for travel, but it would have been nicer to feel like you were, you know, getting $42 worth of product. It does come with a mirror, which you guys know I have to have a mirror, and here are the beautiful, beautiful shades. So I know not everyone is a huge fan of these colors, but these are colors that I would use on the daily, plus a few pops of color, plus a pressed glitter, which is this the first pressed glitter Kylie has ever done? I'm really not sure, so let me know down below in the comments. I have heard some people complain about the neutral matte shades, that there's not enough dark ones, and then also I've heard people complain that there's too many shimmers. I honestly like a lot of shimmers, so that doesn't bother me. Each palette is not made to be everyone's favorite palette, and I think we have to keep that in mind. Of course, if it was going to be my favorite palette, I would probably need another darker shade as well, but it's not there, and that's fine because honestly, on a day-to-day basis, I don't do darker than, you know, these types of shades. So for me, it works out fine, but for someone with a darker skin tone, it might not work out so fine. So I'm going to show you guys some swatches and also demo this for you guys. So here is the first row. All the mattes are super creamy. The glitter performs just how you would want a pressed glitter to perform. Super beautiful. That purple's kind of a little lame, if I'm being honest. There's nothing spectacular about it, but everything else was pretty awesome. Here are the last row of shades. Everything was amazing in this row. The shade that is more on the chunky side is kind of like an eye glaze in a way. It's very fragile, very kind of chunky, super creamy. So I'm excited to try that one on the lid because I didn't try it out in the demo, but it's super intense. Dun. Here is what the eye glaze came in. The outer packaging is super cute, but I'm not going to keep it, and it's nothing like mind-blowing. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is the best packaging I've ever seen, but that's okay. And the eye glaze comes in a little glass jar like this, and it actually feels pretty heavy. Like, I took it out and I was like, wow, that's some pretty heaviness to it. And this product retails for $20, which I feel a little bit iffy about. Only not because the product is not good, but L'Oreal has some eyeshadows kind of like this where they're super pigmented, super intense, shiny, and they kind of perform the same way. They're like that pressed pigment, and they even have that little press down thing. And this, you unscrew the cap, and it does have one of those press down things as well. The shade I got is Aqua Mama. And she's stunning. Like, I am in love with this, and I think I want the other colors, but I think $20 is honestly, considering that there is a drugstore product already out there kind of pretty identical to this, I feel like $20 is kind of reaching. I feel like she could even maybe get away with $16 because she is Kylie, but I think $20 is just like a bit too much. Where is Aqua Mama? Is that not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? I'm serious. Like, look how shiny and beautiful, and this thing has like gold reflex in it. Oh, it's like liquid metal. I'm in love. So first we're going to go and hook you in. Okay, so this kind of blends into my skin tone. It's slightly darker. Holy smoke. So if you're like darker skin tone, this maybe could be an eyebrow shade for you. It could, like, I could get away with it, but it's just more peachy that it doesn't do any like highlighting on my skin tone. Now we are going to go into Sure About You. I don't know why I'm talking like that. That's really annoying, but this one's just like a very peachy. I know a lot of people complained about there not being really dark shades in here, which I could definitely get, especially if you have a darker complexion, because you want to be able to use the shades. You know what I'm saying? And them show up on you, because if none of these medium toned shades will even show up on your skin, or they're all kind of more like transition / brow bone colors for you, it's kind of like pointless, right? So this is very like kind of orangey creamsicle looking. Now we're gonna go into Welcome. So we're gonna just keep blending this. Very peachy-esque, very pretty. My brows are just horrible creatures that do not participate. I super apologize. There's nothing I can do about them. They're out of control. They have their own mind. I'm so over them. Okay, so we're going to go into Welcome Aboard next, which is slightly darker than the other one. I feel like the darkest one will be My Treasure, but I don't know how dark it will be. I guess we'll test it out just to see. I do feel like, though, that these colors go really well together. This to blend it out, and this in the crease. They both have kind of that peachy undertone. It's not like, whoa, all of a sudden it's cool tone. They go really nicely together, even though it isn't that dark, but I still think they look very pretty together. Like, don't you think they like go, it just meshes and blends? Where I feel like My Treasure, which looks like the darkest one, looks like it might be cooler toned, but we'll try adding a little bit of that maybe in the outer crease just to see. So yeah, it got really cool toned now, and I think that's maybe like the only thing I don't really understand. Like, if there was like a warmer, darker brown, that'd probably be nice. But all of a sudden it's like, oh, now we're cool. Which maybe she just wanted to create more options for whether you liked warm or cool. I don't really know. I'm not Kylie. I feel like for my skin tone, even though there's not a really dark shade, I still feel like we were able to get some depth. Like, this is as much depth as I normally go anyways. So for me, it doesn't really bother me. I'm trying to figure out which shades I really want to use. Ooh, I think these two together would look so pretty. I think that's what we're gonna do. But keep in mind that I have also one of these in Aqua Mama, so maybe we can try and incorporate that somehow. I'm gonna go into Be Pacific, which is this beautiful green. Okay. But it's applying okay. Do you see that? It's actually applying pretty well. This probably wasn't the best brush. Why did I use this brush? This probably just was not a good brush to use. But even though I picked the wrong brush to use, it's working okay. So I'm gonna try a flat shader brush. You know what I should have gone into, but yeah, it just, I feel like I have to go into it a little bit to get it to pick up, but this isn't wet and it looks pretty vibrant. Pretty vibrant, but also pretty pigmented and shimmery. This is a beautiful shade, my gosh. I can honestly say I don't know if I have a green shade like this. Wow, so I'm impressed with the green. Now we're gonna go into Aqua Mama. What is this called? Shimmer Eye Glaze, and I swatched it earlier, and oh my god, you guys, this is so freaking pretty. And I heard these work better with your fingers. I don't know, they really remind me of the L'Oreal Infallible shadows. It even comes with a little presser thing. So we're gonna just put that, oh my gosh! I'm sorry if I scared you. Oh, okay, so obviously I'm in love with this eyeshadow. So these shimmer things, man, if she can make more like duochrome shades, I'm all about it. I'm all so about it. You guys don't even know. Oh yeah. Okay, this shade is just knocking me off of my feet. It is the prettiest thing I've like ever seen in a really long time. Now we're gonna take some of Can I Help You, this glitter, and put it on top. You know, just to add some more sparkles. That's pretty. Definitely would look good on top of a lot more because I think it doesn't have a lot of base color to it, but it is very pretty, and I just like covered up all that Aqua Mama, but you guys got to see it in all its glory for a little bit. So that is actually really pretty. I don't know if any of these will really work for an inner corner highlight for me. There is Sea Pearl. Let's see the two lightest shimmer shades. So let's see. Okay. So like a little bit of gold, a little bit of goldy gold. I personally loved everything. I don't have too many complaints other than the size of this and the price of this. I will get a lot of use out of this. It just has colors that I use on the daily. I don't think it's a must-have palette, and I don't think it's a must-have palette for everyone, but if you think that you will use the heck out of all these shades, then I would definitely go for it. And also this pressed glitter is really pretty, so I'm excited to play more. And this green is like out of this world. Be Pacific, I don't have any other shades like this. This purple I definitely do somewhere. I mean, Urban Decay always releases shadows like that, I feel like, but this green is like, it's a gem in itself. This Aqua Mama, if L'Oreal has like a pretty much identical shade, then I would say skip on this, but this shade truly is unique to my collection from based off of what I have. I could totally see myself just like putting this all over the lid. I think that's what I'm gonna do next time, is use some of the matte browns from this and then just put this all over the lid, or some days just put it all over the lid, and I think it'll be very pretty. So I think it's gonna be my new kind of go-to summer shadow, but we shall see when it comes to my favorites time, right? Let us all know down below what your thoughts are on these new products. Will you get them? Do you think that they're any good? Are they up your alley? Do you think she did too many neutrals? I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this video helped you out, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos from myself. Bye-bye.